Hi friends, we're going to focus on note reading today. Reading notes on a musical staff, okay? Before we go any further, we have to make sure that you know what the musical alphabet is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, okay? Those are the notes that they just repeat over and over and over again. So if you sang this to Twinkle Little Star or the ABC song, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So don't go to H, okay? Just see, the notes just happen over and over and over again. After you get to G, A starts up again, okay? Now, the spaces on the staff, because you have a staff that's made of 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 lines make up 4 spaces, okay? And as you can see, if we put each letter next to each other, instead of just going up like this, they would spell the word face, F-A-C-E. And the great thing about that is that face and space rhyme. So if you see a note that is on a space, almost like if I was going to pick this letter up like a checker and put it back down, space rhymes with face, so you would spell face from the bottom up. F-A-C-E. Again, F-A-C-E spells face, and it rhymes with space. All right, your lines are E, G, B, D, F. Now, that doesn't spell anything. I mean, it could be egg, okay, but we're not going to do that. I grew up learning it, every good boy does fine, okay? Other people have used every good boy deserves fudge. I like to say line because line rhymes with fine, F for fine. Every good boy does fine. If you don't want to use boy, you can use like every good burrito does fine or every good bike does fine, okay? So those are the notes that are on the lines, okay? Every good burrito does fine. Fine rhymes with line, so if the note's on a line, you use every good burrito does fine. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go through and read these notes that are on the lines. Oops, sorry. Okay, so this note is on the bottom line, okay? Every good burrito does fine. Every starts with E, so we're going to call this note E. So I keep track of my stuff. Okay. This next one is on a line as well. Every good burrito does fine. Every good. Good starts with G, so that note's a G. Notes on a line. Every good burrito does fine. Every good burrito. That's a B. Every good burrito does fine. Every good burrito does. Does starts with D. Every good burrito does fine. F. So that note is an F. Okay. Now the notes on the spaces, because that note's on a space, like you pick it up and put it back on that space. Space rhymes with face, F-A-C-E, F-A-C-E. So this note is F. F-A-C-E. This note is A. F-A-C-E. F-A-C. That note is C. F-A-C-E. That note is E. Okay? Ignore this for a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these up, and we're going to kind of go through a little drill or a little routine for reading the notes, okay? Okay. This note is on a line, correct? Oh, let me adjust this. So you see your treble clef. And by the way, this stuff only works for treble clef, okay? And that's a treble clef. It kind of looks like kind of a fancy, I don't know, whatever. What do you think it looks like? Almost like a fancy S, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to say, yes, this is on a line, okay? Line rhymes with fine. Every good burrito does fine. So what note is that? D. Okay, again, this note's on a line as well. Every good boy does fine. What note is it? Or every good burrito does fine. What letter does fine start with? F. Okay, now this note is on a space. Okay, it's in between the lines. Space rhymes with what word that we talked about? Space rhymes with face. So we're going to spell face. If you can't remember how to spell face, it's on the bottom there. F-A-C-E. Face. F-A. Okay, so that note is A. Notes on a line. Do you use every good boy does, or every good burrito does fine, or do you spell face if it's on a line? Line rhymes with fine. Every good burrito does fine. Every. What letter does every begin with? E. All right. Space. Space rhymes with face. So we're going to spell face from the bottom up. F-A-C-E. So which note is this? C. Again, we're on a space. Space rhymes with face. F-A-C-E. Which note is this? E. Is that note on a line or on a space? Okay, it's like if you could pick it up and put it back down. That's how we decide if it's on a line or a space. When I put it down, it's on a space. Okay, space rhymes with face. Spell face. Go back to here. F. Line rhymes with fine. Every good boy does fine. Every good burrito does fine. Every good bike does fine. Every good. What letter? G. And then this one right here. Every good burrito does fine. So what letter is it? B. All right. So then the tricky thing, do you remember how I talked about before, how the musical alphabet goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats A, B, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If we put all so we can get this in here. Hold on. Okay, we'll do it this way. So these are all the notes that are on the lines and spaces of the treble clef. Bottom line, bottom space. Next line, next space. Next line, next space. Next line, top space. Next top line, okay? And they go in a row, okay? Now, if we're gonna go ahead and read through these like we would, using every good burrito does fine or face, hopefully you should see a pattern, okay? Every, E, F. Every good, G, F, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now, so it's a little easier. I can put those same notes down just by their letter names, not by using notes. See if you find a pattern. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we start with E. E, F, F, G, G, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F. Where am I? F. Okay. So it's just going through the A, B, C, D, E, F, G pattern. Okay. From a lower note, because notes that are pitched lower are farther down on the staff than notes that are pitched higher. Okay. So this would sound like, I don't have my piano out here, but I've got my guitar. So if I just went through and I played each note, starting with E, oops, sorry, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now that's how it all fits together. Next lesson, I'll probably do a little more about the notes that are lower than E or the notes that are higher than F. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, okay, if I need to clarify anything. All right, thank you. Bye, friends.